each unit has a number of points of movement, theoretically from 0 to 9. Units with 0 movement points, however, turrets, if you will, can never move under any circumstances. Units move over paths which are the lines directly connecting two positions. If there are no lines directly connecting those two positions, direct movement from one position to the other is not possible. A unit can also never move onto or over positions directly occupied by a unit or directly adjacent to a position directly occupied by a unit or other entity. So this unit fits through the gap between those two dummy units here, while this unit does not. Units now have a value for movement. Here are units with 6, 3 and 2 points of movement, which is the reach of the unit. A unit may very well move less than what it could move, or not at all, or in short, to a position within reach. If a unit does not have enough points of movement left for the next step, it cannot perform this step. So for instance, let's say that this unit here, it has 3 points of movement, moves over this path, 2 points of movement left, so it cannot move over any of these paths because they are triple lined paths, and so they would require 3 remaining points of movement for this unit to move over them. So 1, well, 2, 3, 4, it has only 3, it's not possible. It could, however, of course, do something like this, 1, 2, 3, or whatever. There is one exception to this rule, and this is the rule of the first step. Every unit with more than 0 points of movement can always make the first step over any path directly connected to its position, no matter how expensive, and even if other paths are available, which it could use also. This rule has an important reason behind it, for there must be no map in which areas are completely inaccessible to slower units, which would have a strong potential to ruin gameplay, but I digress. So even if, let's use this unit with 2 points of movement for an example, this unit would be here, so there are paths, there are single paths, there are triple paths. If it is the very first step, it can absolutely move, let's say, into that direction, because as long as the unit has points of movement at all, it can always make the first step to any position directly connected to the position it stands on. So, in the movement phase, you move all of your units one after the other in any order you like, and each unit to a position within the reach of the unit as determined by its number of movements and the paths it would move over, and then the movement phase is completed. And yes, you absolutely move one unit after the other. You would move your units something like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, whatever. And not like this. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, no, absolutely not. 1 unit after the other, and after 1 unit has done its movement, choose the next one. Okay, but that would be it for the movement phase. Next phase, the stand phase.